Welcome to the Thursday edition of Midday. Our first guest today, Dr. Sandy Jamieson from the Cat Hospital of Kamloops. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
And you have a guest with you as well, and he's really going to be the topic of this discussion.
He is.
Who
this
is this?
Felix, and Felix is a Sphinx. He's 5 years old, and a Sphinx is a breed of cat that was actually originated in Canada.
Wow.
It was actually a genetic mutation of a cat in southern Ontario. And the guy found this cat that had no hair. He then, over a few years, found other cats that had no hair and started breeding them. And that's where this breed came from.
Wow.
And if
They're
you'd
quite
like to
rare,
hold
right?
him, he's a very...
Oh, you're just a squiggly little guy. You know, this is so different. I've never held a lynx before.
Well, Sphinx, and I'll tell you what.
Or Sphinx, yeah. I keep wanting to say lynx, right?
You surprised me because most people touch and they go, ooh,
No,
you know.
it doesn't bother me.
Here you go, Felix.
I mean, he's totally different, of course, but no, it's neat, very neat. So Felix has had a bit of a rough last little while,
He has a story.
Yeah.
So about, 2 weeks ago, we got a call and Felix had been vomiting for a few days. They said, well, bring him in. So we brought him in and we took some x-rays because, when they're vomiting persistently, there's something going on.
Right.
So we took some x-rays, and I don't know if we have them there to show.
I think we do, yes.
Yeah.
There we go. So
Okay.
This is actually Felix.
Now, on those x-rays, on the one where it looks like he's going from a left to right, right in the middle, you can sort of see a white, it stands out a little bit as white. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's where we knew there was a problem.
Okay.
So we said, okay, fine, we've got a foreign object there. And so we scheduled Felix for surgery.
Okay.
So he went into surgery and I went inside. Now, it's a lot easier if I've got the pointer and I can go to all the different things. That's showing his heart, which I had wanted to see beforehand to make sure he didn't have any kind of a heart problem relating to the anesthetic.
Right.
So he went into surgery, and because I'd seen the x-rays and knew that it was stretched out over a period of time, this is what I ended up pulling out of his intestines.
When I looked at this first, I thought to myself, what is this? But really, you brought it with you as well.
I brought it with us.
So it gives me a little bit of an idea. It's really just bits of string and a hair elastic.
Yes, it is.
Just stuff that a cat would, I guess, get their hands on or their paws on, right?
Now, some cats like to play with them, and they'll play with them and throw them around, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
But some cats like to eat them, and that's a real hazard. Yeah. So Felix ate them. I don't think the owners knew that he would eat them.
Right.
But it was compounded by the fact that he liked to eat the tie around, I can't, what would you tie with that kind of ribbon?
Yeah, I don't know. It almost looks like the ribbon that you would use to wrap a present.
Right.
Yeah.
So this should be a Christmas story, right?
Maybe, yes. Put your wrapping utensils and materials away, right?
Well, when a cat starts playing with those kind of things, you've got to be, have all the alarm bells going off, because when they eat them, it turns into that. And when plastic gets, when nice, soft, malleable plastic gets into the intestine, the acids change the plastic into a hard, solid foreign object, and it's really severe. They'll cut the stomach, they'll cut the intestines, and so in the end, fortunately for him, it hadn't done that yet. Went in and surgically, and it's quite a challenge to take this long section out. You have to make the surgery incision as short as possible so that you don't have this longer area where you could have a problem.
Yeah.
Sewed him up, and you could see his tummy here.
He's still healing, right?
He's still healing. Well, he's 2 weeks past his surgery, so everything's good there.
Yeah.
And he didn't look back.
He's doing okay. He looks pretty alert to me.
Yeah.
Looks happy.
And the owners have scoured the house, and there are no more of these things sitting around for him to play with.
So this is sort of a warning or an educational piece, I guess you could say, to other cat owners, because this could happen to any kind of, any breed of cat, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and it is highly dangerous.
It is. The most common foreign object that I take out of a cat is the hair elastic, for doing all the different things.
Well, I can tell you, they easily get thrown on the ground, or
oh yes,
you lose them. So.
And I guess the second point is to simply remember that if your cat does vomit, it's abnormal. Don't think, oh well, he just vomited. If he vomits a couple of times in a row, don't wait. This is something that you can act on right away. Sometimes if I can catch them right away, we can get them to vomit it back up, and not require
and not
surgery
have to
at
do
all.
surgery. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Dr.
welcome.
Jamieson.
My
Thanks for
pleasure.
being here. As always, good educational piece for other cat owners. The Cat Hospital of Kamloops, located on Battle Street. There's the information on the screen. We'll be right back after a break. Stay with us.